What's up? Good morning, everybody. I'm Jay Cotto, the Boxing Jedi, and welcome to the Insight. And before I get into this, I had dropped a video simply because there's a certain person I want to reach out for peace. Yes, I'm all about peace, right? But when it's one-sided and it has nothing to do with two people beefing over instigations or people trying to start stuff, and you don't want to take accountability of it, everything that has happened does not apply to that situation. Let me repeat again. The only time we get sit downs here is when the situations are misconstrued and there's instigation. Major Key Boxing, me and you, there's no misunderstanding. Nobody's instigating. It is you. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Go check that video. You dead on it, nigga. Fuck you. What's up, Chris Court? Now I got some boxing news for y'all. I woke up this morning, did some road work, and I slowly quitting these fucking cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, Chris Court, my brother. So check this out. We've got some good news here. Got really good news, but we've got some news. Okay. Mike Tyson opens a cannabis farm and Deontay Wilder gets a suspended jail term. So let's get into it. So the world boxing what's looking in the world of boxing news is the contrast in the cannabis laws on the United States soil after two cases a few years ago featuring Deontay Wilder and Mike Tyson. All right. Now, firstly, the former WBC heavyweight champion or title holder, Wilder got a suspended jail sentence. He had to serve 60 hours of community service for possession of marijuana. However, California welcomed Tyson with open arms due to opening a fully operational farm, cannabis farm that is. The state law debate continues to dumbfound. To dumbfound. This look back comes after Alabama, Wilder's home state, approved the use of marijuana for medical purposes last month. It's encouraging to see lawmakers making progress towards legalizing medical marijuana in Alabama. Marijuana policy projects Karen O'Keefe told Marijuana Moment, which is a publication. So it is morally wrong to continue to treat Alabamians or Alabamans who suffer from severe medical conditions after criminals for using a substance that is now legal in 36 states. However, we urge lawmakers to revise the provisions of the bill that create significant barriers for patients and their physicians. Wilder, 32, was pulled over in his Cadillac in the summer of 2017. Tuscaloosa police found a small amount of recreational use after searching his car. The bronze bummer was initially flagged for a tinted window violation. A municipal court judge, Ricky McKinney, found Wilder guilty a few days later. He handed down suspended jail time and 2 years of probation. The community ordered served at a local YMCA. Paul Patterson, the lawyer, acting on behalf of the world title holder, and I didn't put that in there, it says it, I swear to God, the world title holder, argued the drug found did not belong to Wilder. Other people had access to the car while he was on a holiday the week before. Now, whatever the story was, Wilder had to take his medicine. But ironically, a state close to his homeland legalized marijuana just a short time after. In January 2018, California allowed former undisputed heavyweight king, that's right, Mike Tyson, to open a 40-acre farm after regulating cannabis for specific use under a new law. At the time, it was a blow to Wilder. Furthermore, he is currently the third-rated fighter in the top division and seeks out a comeback to the ring. Wilder and Tyson have exchanged barbs on social media in the past. The current fighter had argued that the legend didn't defeat that many Hall of Famers during his career. And that's the end of That's the end of the article. Good morning to you, gentlemen. Ronald Finkley, top of the morning, my brother, my man Jed Cobb, my man Chris Court. You know what I mean? So basically what they're saying here is Wilder is basically not serving any jail time for this. He's basically on a 2-year probation. Okay, not a problem. To tell you the truth, I really don't care about the case of Wilder simply because we all know what the hell that's going on. You know what I mean? We all know. Yes, Chris Court, he did, no doubt. Yes, he did. And the difference between Mike Tyson and Deontay Wilder is this. Mike Tyson has taken accountability for everything he has done in his life. Anonymous cyber hacker, good morning to you, my brother. Welcome. Welcome, brother. You know, Mike Tyson has taken accountability for everything he's done in his life to himself, to everyone else. He knows how toxic he was. Deontay Wilder's walking around allowing grown-ass men to call him king, allowing smears of a very, very great man by the name of Mark Breland to be thrown out there just because he wants everybody to believe that they were cheaters when he really can't face a loss. You know what I mean? There's a big, big spectrum between Mike Tyson and today's heavyweights, even the classy ones. Like people gotta understand. This is why I tell people you should look up what you say. You should really know the meanings of your words. When you call someone a class act, you're not calling someone a class act as if they're just fucking retarded and they're in a class by themselves. Nah. Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, Joe Louis. I mean, these guys are class acts. These guys are in a class by themselves. Now, when you take a look at these gentlemen that I just named, as a matter of fact, let me show you the spectrum. Let me show you the contrast between personalities and fighters, and there's a reason behind this. You take a fighter, put it this way, you take a man like Roberto Duran. Now put him on the side of Danny Garcia. Of course, you can see the spectrum, right? 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 Now let's look at the contrast, which is in life. Exactly. Roberto Duran is a fucking pure man compared to any of the Garcias to date, right? So when you have laws now that are looking like this, Mike Tyson, knowing everyone knows that he was accused and falsely convicted, came out, continued his career, rape charge, and all the woman, nothing ever came up after that. My man was sent to jail with no fucking evidence whatsoever. None whatsoever. No forced entry through the vaginal. Nothing. Nothing. No bruises. Nothing. Not even an investigation. But of course, we all know where that came from. Because he was owed $110 million by a certain reptilious motherfucker out there. And he was going to do his own promotion. Right? But then here you have Deontay Wilder, who's irresponsibly living his life, trying to blame other people. You see, this is what I hate about motherfuckers. If you've admitted later on that you smoke marijuana, but before you admitted that you smoke marijuana, you get caught. You got weed in your car. You got to ask yourself this question, bro. You got to ask yourself this question. Why would I say this isn't mine? And then if there's further investigations, because if they're really harsh with laws like that, way before they passed it, which they did, but yeah, it was like in another town. If it was so harsh, do you know that if they would have did an investigation, you would have had to board up names of who you lend that car to? Let's just say you would have said your brother, right? The coroner, because this nigga's talking about, you know, you're just delivered, but there's an autopsy report out there. So he's a fucking coroner, right? A CSI fucking. So you got your brother, the coroner, right? on that list because I'm going to show you, let them ride your, bang out your ride. A couple of friends, maybe some family members, maybe your wife. Just imagine. Just imagine. You would have had to give names. You probably would have got them locked the fuck up too. This is what I mean about men holding themselves accountable. Mike Tyson has already done his crime, his time to society. Not that Desiree bullshit Washington case. That's not what I speak of him giving his time to society. Watching Mike Tyson grow, watching Mike Tyson become the man that he is today. We have watched Deontay Wilder grow, and this nigga has not even passed a fucking inch on that fucking scale of growth. He continues to have no accountability for the shit that he says, for the things that he does, for these fucking cults that he creates. So now he's asking, and so are other people, how is it that Mike Tyson got leniency and he's able to do whatever the fuck he wants, but Deontay Wilder can't? Right. Exactly. See, Mike Tyson would go out. He's a very intelligent man. Like, Mike Tyson is fucking very, very intelligent, son. Okay? Let me tell you something. Mike Tyson went and found out about the laws and where to carry and where not to carry. That's to Deontay Wilder because he has a belt in the sport of boxing, thinks that this shit is going to go, or even though boxing is life, but he thinks that being a former champion or and that's another thing. How is it that he can embrace him being a former champion, but you can't embrace the fucking loss? Hmm. Is there something in this coffee that's making me, did they put a red pill in this coffee? How come nobody's asking that question? Hold up, wait a minute. Let's back it up. Hold up. Shut up. Tonka, shut the fuck up. Tonka, stop it. So not, wait a minute. You just called yourself the former heavyweight champion of the world, and you'll accept that with open arms. But understand the reason why you're a former is because you lost. So you've admitted the loss. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. So if Deontay Wilder calls himself the former heavyweight champion of the world, that means that he has accepted his loss. It's a brand new fucking day, everybody. Why are these placators and these cult members still kicking and screaming? If you have your king accepting the fact, because he mentioned it himself in this article that he is the former heavyweight champion of the world. So if he knows that he's formerly known as, that means that he has accepted the loss. So I think it's time for everybody that can't get over the nightmare to accept it now. So your king has spoken. Oh shit! Look how I think there's a red pill in this coffee somewhere. Wait a minute, hold up. Let me open this up here. There's gotta be a red pill in this fucking coffee. No, there isn't. You know why there's no fucking red pill in this coffee? You know why there's no fucking red pill in this coffee? Because that's so fucking evident. If a man calls himself Muhammad Ali, well, God damn it, let him call himself Muhammad Ali. Eddie Murphy in makeup inside of the barbershop coming to America. So if a man says that he accepts himself being a champion formerly known as, I think that sounds like he's come to grips with the loss. What does that sound like to you, my brothers and sisters out here? Does this not sound like a man who has come to terms when he calls himself and former heavyweight champion of the world? I mean, this is a brand new day here. Wilder has actually accepted the loss. Remember? Before he was going around saying, I'm heavyweight champion of the world, I got cheated. Now he's saying he was formerly. I think these cult members need to give it up. I think everybody should just let it go. This man has, if he's going around calling himself the former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, then you guys have to accept that he accepted that loss. That loss. Understand? Understand this. Understand this. There's nothing more to speak upon as to robberies or anything with Wilder. So Wilder, you're gonna let these these boys and these boys to men out here continue to go with this facade, but you have just conceded that. LDBC, look, let me be your friend for a couple of 10 seconds. Yeah, niggas need to stop this. I just gave you something. Look into this article. I just gave you something where your king already has said he was a former champion. That means that he has already admitted that he lost. So if he's doing it, it's time that you guys do it too. I'm just saying, logically speaking. I'm just saying, logically speaking. So Mike Tyson knows where to go with his weed. Mike Tyson is fucking boxing royalty. As to Deontay Wilder is trying to fit into a fucking frame that he does not belong in simply because you have not worked that hard to just get back in life. We are watching you grow and we are disgusted in you. So when you guys try to compare any of these young kids to these older men that are gentlemen in that spectrum, make sure that your prism lens is fucking clear and not smeared. And make sure that your fucking mind is clear and not full of all this propaganda when you try to filter some shit out between Tyson and Wilder and asking questions as to why is it that Mike Tyson so easy for Mike Tyson to fucking legally grow weed and not for Wilder? Well, think about this now. Mike Tyson hasn't been caught under the fucking use of or doing something with marijuana. Think about this now. This is why he's easy and scot free to go on top of his name and his reputation. But it's just that now when you look at Deontay Wilder, what was he arrested for? In a state that's where it's illegal? Exactly. Bro, all this shit is kids play. It's kids play. You know, Ronald says, in the past, when a fighter had an injury like Sugar Ray Leonard, they would just sit out, yep, and get healed, and the injury to the eye, everyone knew about it. Yep, great champion mentality. That's right. Chris Court says, Mike Tyson doesn't compare to Wilder, bro. Never as a boxer, as a person, 100. I don't agree with his lifestyle, but he is a true man. Yep, and Wilder might as well be a transgender. Yo, Chris, you crazy, bro. Anonymous cyber hacker says, too many excuses. What's up with that? No doubt, brother. Yo, my man Chris is crazy. Oh shit. Let me see. My man Jay Kyle says, yes, Mike Tyson has become a great individual. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, and it's like you gotta give these guys kudos, you know. But that's besides the point. It's like people have to understand there's a difference. There's a big, big, big spectrum. Like when you when you look at when you put any of these gentlemen under the light, right, in life, fuck boxing. You know, they did what they did for boxing. But when you put them in life now, who do you think is going to be more royalty? The person who has achieved more, who has more recognition because of him achieving. Mike Tyson is known for being Mike Tyson because of the way he achieved for himself. These are facts. No, Jedi. He's known for knocking niggas out. You stupid motherfucker. Exactly. Those were his achievements on top of other ones that we've seen him, gain. You know what I'm saying? Yo, word up, Chris. What kind of I ain't never heard a heavyweight champion in the world, especially an American one. Not even in Britain. Anywhere else. I ain't never hear no nigga say he want to get pregnant. I ain't never hear no man say he want to get pregnant, dog. There's something wrong here. How, how you how you go around saying you want to get pregnant, but then you want motherfuckers to look at you like you're terrorizing motherfuckers? So you're supposed to be one big muscle bound man who wants fallopian tubes and a uterus, nigga? in you. But what's more importantly here, what you want in you is a penis planting a seed. You're a fucking weirdo. Ooh, what the fuck? Anonymous says, I heard Wilder's retired. He should continue. Yo, Anonymous, no doubt, bro. He said, I heard he's retired. He should continue that. Good shit, bro. Yeah, you know what? If he is, man, look, we can't send him off like that, bro. We guys, we if Wilder has retired, we can't send them off like this. You know how we send them off? We send them off like this, bro. Well, Wilder, thank you for all of the empty fights you've given us. Thank you for all of the all of the scripted till this day hate felt or filled speeches, and others will miss you, but the important people won't. I've never laid my eyes upon any fighter, especially in the Americas, that has tarnished such a prestigious title. So, on your way out facing retirement, I would just like to say on behalf of everyone in hashtag come back to boxing, take out the papers and the trash, or you don't get no spending cash. You better watch that kitchen floor. I ain't gonna talk to you no more. Yakate yak, toka bak. Arnold Schwarzenegger twins. You know what I'm saying? I say it again in my Arnold Schwarzenegger voice. Pick up the papers and the trash, or you don't get to spend the cash. If you don't watch the kitchen floor, you ain't gonna knock it no more. Yakate yak, toka bak. You know what I'm saying? Just bounce, bro. Mr. Transfer. ER3 says egg weights to this day. Yo, you guys are awesome, bro. Who the fuck thought you had me cracking up at 6:56 a.m. on a Monday morning, kid? Everybody's sleeping, for Christ's sake. Yakety yak, dokabak. Oh shit, yo, Wilder. These dreams were made when you open your eyes. Understand that you're fake and you will never rise. Chris Court says, I hope Wilder goes out swinging. Then, without a towel. Anonymous says, Wilder was fun to watch. You watch Wilder, you expect chicken legs. Yo, yeah, niggas just made me fart on myself, dog. I'm fucking crying over here, son. My man, Mr. Transfer PR3 says, 4 a.m. Seattle, watching my newborn. No doubt, brother. Congratulations, Papa. No doubt, kid. Word up. Word. That's what's up, kid. That's what's up. Enjoy, man. Enjoy. Oh man. I hope your baby's smiling, brother. That's some crazy shit, bro. Word up, Wilder. Yakate yak, doka back. Word up, son. I mean, come on, man. You know, if he is facing retirement, son, good. Please, like, please just keep that pedal bike pushing away from boxing. I mean, you don't give us a fucked up 4 years, kid. That's gonna be like the presidency that's going on now. You know what I'm saying? Biden shit, bro, is gonna be the worst 4 years we've ever been through, son. Believe that. My man, Mr. Transfer says Breland is now Team Fury. Yup, with a monster in the water bottle. In that water bottle. Yo, I'm happy that Breland is with the Fury team, son. Because Mark Breland did not deserve anything that Deontay Wilder has tried to put him through. What the fucking Ludabaka, aka the LDBC, has put him through. And any other little propaganda channel that likes to fucking, you know, string off the pubic hairs of Deontay Wilder with this narrative that Mark Breland is the reason why Deontay Wilder fucking lost. You know how stupid you motherfuckers are? That I'm just gonna put it in simple terms like this. Who was in the ring swinging? Who was in the ring catching the punishment? Who was training for fucking 6 months? Oh shit, yeah, well, 3-3 each fight. Yeah. Who was training for all these months of shit and couldn't get it right? Who couldn't hit the bag? Who didn't know how to box? Hmm? Deontay Wilder. It all falls on his shoulders. You see, because if you're talking about egg weights and gloves, then you gotta look at JD's nuts, right? You gotta look at JD's nuts. Yo, Wilder, what did JD's do, bro? That you're not really speaking because it's it's a huge contradiction when you say that when you go there because he's the one that was watching the hand wraps. Wilder, did JD's touch you, bro? Did he try to get you pregnant? Wilder, did JD's touch you, bro? Did JD put his hands on you, kid? Did he give you the Catholic priest special? Huh? Hmm? Did he sexually molest you, Wilder? Did he teach you how to twerk? Hmm? Wilder, Wilder, why is it that your career right now is in the arms of an angel, right? But yet you think that you on a highway to hell, right? And you think that you're bad, bad, bad to the bone, right? But you really on some shit where you're like, I feel pretty, I feel lovely, I feel swollen in my buttocks, yeah, right? Like, dude, JD's touched you, bro. I know JD's gave you that altar boy treatment, son, right? Right? I can see it now, bro. He gave you that sexual healing, didn't he? Huh? Didn't he? JD's is the one that taught you how to twerk, son. He showed you the hidden powers of the fucking twerk manual that was created in fucking Ghettos Town, USA, dog. He gave you the manuscript of the twerk technique. That nigga had you balancing fucking rimmed dildos on your cheeks, son, while you twerk, making sure they don't drop candle wax. Bro, JD's is your master. 50 Shades of D's, starring Deontay Wilder and JD. Two men, a fighter, his trainer. More than brotherhood. It's a love story. That's right. I want to get pregnant. As JD says, I'll oblige. That's right. I'm more than sure this is what happened. There's no other explanation. Wilder and Dees are in this relationship, I think, bro. Word up. Coming soon. There were two cowboys in love. Brokeback Mountain, Academy Award winning. Now we have the sequel to this, starring JD's and Deontay Wilder in Memoirs of a Boxer Who Wanted to Get Pregnant. Oh my God, son. Oh shit. I'm going to hell, son. Yeah, I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell. JD's of Deontay Wilder written Memoirs of a Touched Boxer. Mr. Transfer BR3 says, no lie, Rui gives Wilder too much work. Egg weights or not, give Ruiz a 50-pound costume. He gonna take it off and be hella light mounted around. My man Ruiz is gonna be like gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. Big old gummy bear built ass niggas. That nigga's everything squishy in the world, dog. He look like a real life Twinkie. Yo, kid, I like Eddie Ruiz, but yo, he look like a real life walking Twinkie, nigga. Look at a Twinkie. Look at this nigga. It's like, yo, oh shit, we got problems over here. Word. What's up, Victor Bada? How you doing, brother? So I'm glad that you know, I'm glad nobody's facing jail time. That's one thing I've never. Good morning, Mr. Bada. I wouldn't want anyone to face jail time. That's one thing. But for people and Joshua as well not to realize the difference between, in life, why Mike Tyson can do things and you can't. It's simple, bro. It's not even about his him being, royalty in boxing, or favoritism. It has to do with him just taking the time out, doing the research where he can travel with his cannabis and where he cannot travel with his cannabis. And Wilder just happened to get caught. That's what happened. You know what I'm saying? My man, Mr. Transfer said, give him a Snickers bar, and he's ready. He's ready to go with a 20-piece nugget. Word up, son. Word up. And nigga Ruiz is gonna go for the McDonald's / Snickers title, son. Chris Cole says, Wilder and Joshua will only lose to fat guys. Oh shit! Now that you look at it, dog. Niggas are allergic to fat people, son. Yo, kid. So we've just been talking for those who just tuned in that we went on some other shit, bro. Where I'm saying that I think JD's bro touched Wilder, dog. He touched him in such a way that he said he wanted to get pregnant, dog. You know, Chris Court brought that to my attention. I totally forgot about that. So I'm just saying he gave him the Catholic priest altar boy special. You know what I mean? You got the red light special, then you got the altar boy special. You know what I mean? And Waldo's molested, dog, by JD's. He's scared. He's scared to talk. He's scared to expose him. So that's why he said it was more breathing. You know, we might as well say stupid shit like this because the shit that has been said has been stupid anyway. So we're just gonna laugh at it and roll with it. So yeah, that's what happened, bro. That's really what happened. JD's and Wilder fell in love, son, and Wilder basically was poisoned in the mind by JD's because JD's had more interest in Wilder losing, betting against him. So he made sure. So he let them put egg weights in Fury's hands, and you know, and he saw them, wrap it, and he stood quiet. So now when he came to tell him the truth, he said, "Look, baby, this is what happened. I bet against you, and I had to make sure that you lost. So I put egg weights in Tyson Fury's gloves, and I added about 25 quarters and nickels on the bottom of your costume on the shoulder pad area, so that way you can be heavier. You know, um, I'm sorry, baby, right?" And then what happened? Wilder said, "It's all right. It's all good. You're my king. You make it up to me. Breland ain't open with me. So as far as I'm concerned, and this is where all this shit came from. And then the LDBC with other children that JD's has had with other fighters come and claim these, you know? And they're like, Daddy D's, Mama Wilder, what's gonna happen? And Mama Wilder's like, I'm gonna get pregnant. I'm gonna get pregnant. And now they had a miscarriage. And they blaming it on Mark Breland. I mean, this sounds like a sequel to Brokeback Mountain, son. We should call this the Inswell incident. These motherfucking bell of the ball ass niggas. He's fucking pink in the face ass. These fucking tight speedos in the nuts separating the gooch from the sack ass niggas. Oh man, these niggas got fish. These niggas got pink fishing poles, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. Word up, Anonymous. We all refuse to watch that movie, son. Word up, Victor Bada. Good morning. He says, Pity Fury never fought that fat guy. By the time he finally starts fighting them, he'll be fighting AG's leftovers. Yeah, it is the simple truth, bro. That shit is hilarious. My man Anonymous said, I ain't watching that shit. Shit, I'm not watching that either, son. And I'm supposed to be the cameraman. I'm the story writer, dog. Shit. It's hilarious, bro. You know, Wilder Wilder has problems, you know. I think he has mental problems, you know. And I'm not one to snap on people, you know, that have mental problems. But at the same time, at the same time, bro, what you doing letting JD touch you, dog? Yo, kid. Watch that shit go around now. Deontay Wilder molested by JDs. News at 5. JD's gets caught with his finger in Deontay Wilder's ass. Said by one of his team members. Story at 5. Yo, Paulo, yo, good morning to you, brother. Starting y'all off on Monday the right way, kid. We going in. Oh, man. Oh, that's hilarious, kid. JD gets caught with his finger up Wilder's ass. Story at 5. Oh, shit. And then the LGBT members is in front of the news camera and shit. So, tell us, sir, can you tell us exactly what you witnessed? Because motherfucking fan and his shit. Well, regardless of the fact I wanted to join, I saw JD's with his whole finger up to the knuckle of Wilder's ass. I was so mad I pulled all my hair out of my head. Oh shit. And then 78 coming out and said, nah. We can't leave that. We can't leave it like that, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make money off this, son. We gotta make and then Blue Blood and fucking Fred the wanna be something in life barbershop conversation comes out and says, I'm gonna hold the camera. Yeah. Let me tell you something about YouTube deleting comments, bro. I'm glad you brought that up. Oh man. If you curse and shit like that, or you remember, this is the age of bitchness, right? It's the age of niggas being soft, except us. So if you insult anyone or like fuck you or some shit like that, especially in caps or something, they delete the comment. It says Google moderator team. Motherfuckers, I already got my moderator. Yo, YouTube, mind your fuck Google, should I say? Mind your fucking business, bro. Let my motherfuckers write down whatever they want to write down. This is my stream. First of all, I did not give you any fucking permissions to delete any of my comments in my stream, Google. None of these notifications, nothing. That's not even in my contractual agreement with you motherfuckers. So I'm gonna tell you something right now. Delete one more comment and I'm taking you to court. You hear me, Google moderating team? Delete one more of my subscribers' comments that I have not told you that is offensive or anything like that. Delete again, because I do not need you to extract any of these messages. Where the fuck were you when they were trolls doing this shit? Google research team? You fucking bunch of cock swallowers? What you gonna start doing now? Putting in bleeps and bloops over motherfuckers cursing? Motherfucker? And let me tell you motherfuckers something right now. Dr. Seuss ain't do nothing to nobody, son. Dr. Seuss ain't do nothing to nobody. Mr. Potato Head ain't do nothing to nobody. This cancel culture, bro, you niggas are bugging the fuck out, dog. You little gay ass niggas need to stop it, son. And I know it's you faggots out here. I don't like this. I don't like that. And then you fucking stupid He-Man She-Ra trying to be nigga bitches out here trying to fucking tell us we ain't men. You know, you motherfuckers are so stupid with this transgender shit. And I'm talking to you, Google. You motherfuckers are so stupid with pushing this fake ass president and everything. Talking to you, Google. You niggas are so stupid. You motherfuckers over there in the Google moderation, moderator, whatever the fuck you want to call yourselves, and everybody out here that's going crazy with this bend over and catch a dick or put a fucking pussy in your mouth if you got titties on your chest. All you fucking gay people, bro, let me tell you something. And I don't give a fuck if you catch offense, bro. Hey, Nina, I can understand gay. But now when you're trying to force this shit upon people, when you're trying to say that men are toxic, so what? You want the world to be fooled with women and men that have become women? So where does procreation take place here? Where does procreation take place here? Where does where does uh parenting fit into that future? Into that fucking Tinkerbell fucking pixie dust filled future? Anybody want to answer that? What's going on? Good morning, Nina. How are you? Right? Where does it fit, guys? This is why I mean. So they want everybody to be gay. They want a woman to be with a woman and a man to be a man. Okay, soon when you want to look like a family, those kids in the adoption agencies are all going to be adopted out and shit. So where are you going to get all the rest of these children? Can somebody explain that to me? Can you? No, not even to me. Can somebody explain that to them? That a man and a woman is needed to procreate to make life. Henceforth, you guys just want to love each other, and I don't care about the same sex shit. I care about the agenda you're trying to push now, where us men now is too much toxic masculinity, and you want us to call men who castrate themselves women, and now you're going to try to pass a law that if we turn a transgender down, it's a hate crime. Well, I'll be damned. They trying to give you the Deontay Wilder slash JD special, dog. They trying to get us pregnant in the ass out here, dog. Like, yo, my brothers and sisters, my sisters and brothers, think about this. They want every male out there to try to castrate themselves and become a woman, right? Or try to transition into one. But my whole question here is if the whole world is women, which I love, and transgenders, which I don't really understand, right? So if the women are with the women and the men are turned into women, what type of men live in this future of yours? TJ Call, what's going on, brother? Isn't it stupid the way these people are doing these things to us, right? Think about it, and this is just pure logic. They want the whole world to be gay. They want the whole world to be gay. They want the whole world to be gay. They want the man to take a dick in his hands, right? It's crazy, guys. Where that shit just came from, I have no idea. Don't even ask it. But it makes no sense. They want every fucking man. Listen, women who love men, let's keep it real. At 7:19 a.m. in the morning, y'all love your dick. Us real men, we love our pussy. We love it. Right? Right. Imagine all that being taken away from you because people don't like that you're having sex your way. Imagine straight people taking away gay rights. How would you feel? Because you're trying to take away our straight rights. Think about this. Remember when the first gay kiss came to the television in America and everybody was like, oh my God, two women kissing? I have no problems with that. Just it's not supposed to be forced upon like they're trying today. That's just my whole point. How does this intertwine with Wilder? Come on. How does this intertwine with Wilder? Bro, you got the lesbian, you got the low down boys club, the Leatherbook Club, the LWC. You got these guys over there praising a man that said he wanted to get pregnant. We all know now that JD's has molested fucking Wilder to a point that he said he wanted to get pregnant. You know what I mean? So it's like, if that's for you, do your thing. But don't force that upon anybody. Just like religion shouldn't be forced on anyone, or any type of ideology should not be forced on anyone, is all I'm saying. So now when we come back here to the YouTube boxing community, we've got a lot of ideologies being pushed on us. And we're like, chill. Now when we leave the YTBC, when we leave YouTube in real life, we have ideologies being pushed on us. This all ties in, guys. Like, all we could do is stay alert, defend the ground that we've invested on, and try to laugh a little about it. Because let me tell you something. I'd rather die and take a bullet than somebody tell me, you, sir, are mandated to become castrated and to become a transformer. I'm not transforming, nigga. First of all, God gave me joints, but he gave me joints to hold my limbs and you know what I'm saying? To keep my skeletal structure, my endoskeleton together, motherfucker. Like my anatomy together. Like in no way, shape, or form did God give me anything to transform into something else. I'm not becoming a transformer. I've watched Transformers, nigga, but I collect Transformers, nigga. But I am not going to transform. Son, you ain't transforming me. This is what God gave. God gave me a third leg. He gave me a motherfucker, and it's a baby arm, by the way. He gave me a third leg. He gave me smarts. He gave me a handsome look. He gave me a chiseled shoulder, chiseled jaw, broad shoulders, a deep voice, and lots of testosterone. That's what God gave me. And it's funny I said that because the number 7, God works with that. So how you trying to make me a transformer? How you going to come out here and try to make everyone else a transformer? And then you're going to try to force us to call you. Oh shit, wait a minute. I just opened up another door. God damn it, we got to go through it. Sorry, Lord. Thank you for putting that in me. Listen, these guys want us to call them ma'am, right? Right? Do they not know that by doing that, you are offending my religious stance. At the same time, you are disrespecting my religious beliefs. You know why? Wow, I just opened up a brand new door. You know why? Because if you follow the commandments, right, the word of the Lord, you understand this now. Thou shalt not bear false witness or testimony to thy brother. So by me knowing that you're a man and calling you a woman is bearing false witness to thy brother. Henceforth, henceforth, I will not be calling men who are dressed up like a woman or have woman parts added onto them man. Because if we follow the science, genetically, your makeup is a man. So me chopping my dick off, you trying to mandate this, uh, me trying to force me to call a man a woman, it's against my religion. So you're trying to persecute Christians or Christians' belief because that stands in the way. Holy shit. Look at that, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen. You want to take away my fucking religious rights because that stands in the way. They know that people that have faith like I do, look how I just opened that door. Am I making sense or not? The reason why they want to shut down the Christian belief is because they know that it's an abomination to God with this transformer shit, this transsexualism. Even though everybody has a right, but on a higher scale though, when it's mandated and being forced upon and dictated to you, got to take a look at this now. The reason why they want that out is because of that rule right there made by the Most High. That shit was just put into my soul to tell y'all. Think about this. It makes perfect sense. If thou shalt not bear false witness to thy brother, it's one of the 10 Commandments. And people are trying to take you to hell with them. What do you think they're going to try to do? Just like they removed God and everything from the national anthem and other things, right? This is exactly what they're doing here. Think about this now. If you call a man man, you're bearing false witness to thy brother. You broke the commandment. This is what they want you to do. Holy shit. Wow. Thank you, Lord, for instilling that in me. Thank you. That's some deep shit right there. So now they bring it into boxing now. Reason why I stopped watching Golden Boy is because in 2018 they had their first transgender boxer. The thing I don't understand is where are all these feminist groups at? Because you got let me tell you something. Thank God that my daughters are grown. They 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 finished their high school passports programs and stuff. So in their era, at least, they're adults now. My daughter just had a grandson. They don't have to deal with any of that. The ones that are coming up now, that were supposed to be the new ones that reset everything, it's so sad because these young girls, so talented, because of it's crazy. It's on some shit where they're trying to tell us now, look, the image of God needs to be destroyed. That's what they're basically telling us. Not for nothing, but this shit is starting to make me think: was Satan really a woman? Because if they're trying to destroy the image of man, and if Satan is all about praise, and if Satan was the most beautiful angel ever, could Satan have been a woman? No offense to any woman out there, any of my women friends, even my daughters. But I'm just saying, we're just talking here, we're speaking. We're having a Monday morning discussion. Wouldn't that interest you? I mean, doesn't that make you think? Why do they want everything turned into the image of a woman? or Satan, both. Because now they want to integrate the looks of a man and a woman, which is the Baphomet. They want the breast on top and the penile on the bottom. See, the world is always confused because they're always looking for text, right? But they don't know what text to look at. This is why God said, you have to be open with me, right? It's spirituality. You see how that message just came to me now? That's how we speak to you. I believe that. I've been believing that. Yes, Chris, the world, yeah, most of the world hates Jesus, bro. But that's because they're being programmed to. But a lot of the world loves him. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Chris says, no, Satan is a serpent and a snake, aka a beast woman was made from man. Yeah, but check this out. Because everything is a lie and they're holding stuff for us. So when we look at Greek mythology, we have Medusa, half serpent, half woman. See that, Chris? You see that? Notice how, and even in the story, even when you bring it up, Adam and Eve, who fucked up first? No offense to any woman out there. I'm not. I'm just making a statement here. This is why I'm. This is why I asked. Was Satan a woman? And why are they trying to make everything into the image of a woman? You know what I'm saying? Because even if we take it there, even though she was made from our rib or whatever, who fucked up first? Who bit into the apple? Who went into the tree of life? Who allowed themselves to be? And then the woman convinced the man, right? It's something where, like I just said, there's the Bible, and then there's other renditions out there and other that just totally confuse you. All the texts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Puerto Rican says Baphomet is always depicted as androgynous, transgender. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you notice something? If you look at the count, a lot of people left because there's no YTBC beef. There's no more chinche going on. No gossip. So we speak in life here, and only four of y'all stood real hardcore here. It's funny on how a message that's given probably most likely by the Most High, because it's funny how we're speaking this. If you look all over YouTube, everybody's talking the other shit that's really like distracting. We talking shit here, and it's funny on how everybody was like, "Oh God, they're getting into that. Let me bounce." I thought he had some other shit. Some people might even unsubscribe, but it's funny, right? It's funny. Funny that the truth is always getting the short end of the stick, but yet it saves your life. Yeah, hell yeah, Chris. Hell yeah. Yep. You and Puerto Rican rum, bro, and TJ are correct. Are correct. He goes, we need to weed out the sellout pricks in this country and eliminate them first. Then we go after the commie fucks. Yeah, yeah, man. You know, I mean, look, this is gonna turn into a totalitarian fucking state. Okay, peace to the Phantom Collective over at Twitter. Thank you, my brothers, for passing on the message, letting everybody know I'm live. I appreciate you guys, man. Everybody go check out the Phantom Collective. Um, the boys are always working, kid. This trickles down into sports. So if you want to run away from it, notice how I started with boxing, right? It's crazy. Notice how I started with boxing. And then we got into the gay fucking spirit in. We started talking about the gay spirit in fucking Wilder, and it wound up to here. First, it was a joke. We was all chilling and laughing, and all of a sudden, it got serious. Everybody caught the same spirit right now, son. All five of us right now, we caught the same spirit of seriousness, and yo, we're onto something here. These are abominations, bro. Whether you believe in God or not, there's a higher power that made you and told you and put these words here, right? Bible, Bible, basic instructions before leaving Earth. There's your acronym. Guys got to understand, dog. Boxing a man's sport. Our creator's a man. Most of the sports invented by men. Men, us men. We are the hunters, providers, protectors. Why is it that they're trying to take everything away from us, but yet giving us nothing? Why is that? Why is it that less women see men as admirable? And men put themselves out there so much. Like what's going on right now, you can run away from it, but it's in your life, whether it's sports, whether anything you talk about. Look, like I said, it just comes up. It comes up because we're surrounded by it. We try to escape it, but unless the only way to escape it is face it, talk about it, and that's it. Because, like I said, and I'm only showing you five viewers right now, my peoples. I tell you something right now. You are not going to become a transformer. You will not allow yourself to transform, son. We're not supposed to transform. I'm happy with what God gave me. Way happy. What I don't like what God gave me is the ability to get sick, just like everybody else. If God was to say, what's the one thing that you wish you that I couldn't get sick, or anybody, from a cold or a flu or a cancer or God forbid, like you know what I'm saying? No type of. That's the only thing I would want. Now, of course, you could die, of course, because you don't have to get sick to die. I mean, of course, old age things don't work anymore. They boom, you're done. But to get sick, like flu. The reason why that would be was because we would be totally immune to any type of biological, right? That's the only thing I would want. I wouldn't want to change people's ideas. I wouldn't want people to kneel to me or follow just me. That's not my job. That's Almighty's job. That's the Creator's job. No one else's. So we've got something that's happening here, and it's scary. It's getting really scary. It's getting really scary. And no matter if we talk about things, and it happens in sports, it happens in movies. Now, like they're really trying to throw this in front of us, trying to blind us from the spectrum, back to back, in the spectrum between Wilder and Mike Tyson. Take a good look at the spectrum. Did Mike Tyson ever do any homosexuality that tied into that or anything with sexualism except for him being what women call a male chauvinistic pig, but what we call a macho man, where he had women around him? Look at the difference here. You have a man here who twerks, who wears the tightest fucking blouses, bro, with fucking shimmery, glimmery shit. Meanwhile, here we have Mike Tyson, alpha. What's up, actual facts, my brother? My dude, what's going on, kiddo? No doubt. Nina says, and good morning to you. Nina says, I have a friend with a daughter that right from the start has been identifying herself as a boy, and now he's 12 years old. Still feeling the same way. If she wants to change, I wholeheartedly agree. Yeah, if I mean, but at that age though, right, Nina? Because me as a father of three, had my child been that way, gotta understand they're 12 now, right? Okay, so they're 12. So this has been going on for about that time, possibly maybe 5 years before that. So if you add 5 years to that 12 before that, she was programmed already into that, you know? So when you're programmed really into that, right? Just like we were programmed into watching, and I'm not sure how old you are, man, but I'm 47. So I grew up in the parts where, say no, go run and tell. You don't see that anymore. If a stranger tries to molestation, you don't even hear of molestation anymore. Now they're trying to make pedophilia legal. Why? So kids can get touched, so they can lose the choice of knowing how wrong it is to actually, or to even make a decision whether you want to be a woman or a man, or if you want to be with a woman or a man. These acts that pedophiles do, which is full of them in this whole world, this is exactly what robs the choices and the innocence of children. And if they can't get to you physically, they get to you visually, which is what they're doing with, making Britney Spears sex symbol at such a young age, or having a young girl kiss another young girl. I mean, Disney's full of this. So it's the program. So I would say that maybe the parent should wait till they have fully developed the mind after being talked to and shown both sides of the consequence and stuff after the decision is ultimately made. At the age of 18, they should make the decision. But now at 12, I think if you put an 18-year-old out there having enough, having enough uh experience and being taught the right thing, if you put an 18-year-old out there at that age, because I was one of them, I was 18-year-old and I had my first crib. So they may survive. They may survive. But if you put a 12-year-old out there, and that goes with any situation, they wouldn't know what to do. They wouldn't know how to generate money to keep this up. They wouldn't know how to pay a bill. They wouldn't even know the fucking serial code to a bill. You know what I mean? So it's like decisions like that where, and I'm not saying your friend Nina, everyone else, like uh Dwayne Wade, what he did to his son. I totally disagree with that. You're letting this child transition since for early period. You let them make that decision. Now, what happens when he gets older? What happens when they regret that? Ain't no coming back. It's been happening. So I'm just saying, I it's their decision. I would never, but at the same time, I know what's going on with with the programming on the TVs, and this is why they're trying to, you know, this is why I tell parents, bro, don't let the TVs and stuff raise your kids, bro. Back then, you were able to do that because back then they were giving us cartoons and shows with messages behind them. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, there was a thing in Different Strokes where they were showing us um child molestation, and that was in mostly every fucking sitcom. They had situations like that. They had situations with pedophilia. They had situations where how to avoid creeps and how to not take candy from motherfuckers, and you know what I mean. Like now, you don't even see any of that. We don't even see any of that. It's like I feel bad for our children because unless you're paying attention and you're really a person who protects, kids aren't protected. Their end game is to just not be able to have any men around to stand up and basically defend. Anything that's strong, they need to tear it down. Not saying that women aren't strong, but if in reality the structure of a woman is basically nurturing, right? And the man is and it's always been like this. And there are some women that are Amazonian, that were, should I say, Amazonian, and that actually were able to do that, no doubt. See, us men, we're able to accept that. We're able to accept that there's a woman that's able to do what the fuck we could do. But it's always the feminist or the male chauvinist pig that always denies the woman that, or the feminist that always denies the man that. Those are the ones that always have that conflict within themselves that, oh no, I don't give a fuck, I'm better. Like a man, I'll take accountability. There in our sex, there are male chauvinist pigs who say, oh, a woman belongs in the kitchen. Get the fuck out of here. Because there are men that are in the kitchen too. So what are you saying, dude? Same thing with a woman. Oh, a man is weak. A man is weak, but I bet you if you can't twist that nug right there, the first person you go to is a man. Excuse me, could you because you know we're stronger. This is what I mean. There are places in life, and you got to be real full of shit to not know the truth that, you know what I'm saying? Men are stronger than women. In most cases, not all. Is that a fair statement or not? Because women, scholastically, are more intelligent than men. But us physically, we're more intelligent than women. That's just how we're built. Women are more brain, and men are more brawn. If this wasn't true, we would have the same amount of geniuses in both sexes of the world, the same amount of strengths, and we don't have this, right? So there's a reason why a scale that carries a scale and the physics that make it even and uneven, you need this in life, a yin and a yang. If we don't have that, then where the fuck are we? Where are we? One is not born perfect, but to become perfect, you have to make mistakes. So that way, in the most important stages of your life, you almost walk in a perfect lane. And that's because of your experience and your structure. So when you go and you repair your life now, your foundation is so solid. It's just, understanding, bro, that nobody's better than nobody. Everybody has their place. And to try to erase the man and even try to have this is what I'm saying. Where are these feminists? You have these young girls who want to be athletes and they're being robbed and cheated, bro. And there are real women out there that are like, yo, I am not feeling this shit where you got a man competing with us because he feels like a woman. Now, and there's nothing sexist or racist that I'm saying here, because this is pure truth. Use your logic. That's what's wrong. They're trying to suppress logic. Check this out. If there's a men's division in basketball, football, right? If there's a women's division in basketball, and you want to make some type of new sex, then make a transgender division. That's it. No more single, no more, no less. There won't be no fucking problems. There's a boys' room, there's a girls' room, and you can make a transgender room. What's the fucking problem? What's the problem? I know what the problem is. You want to suppress what the Most High gave us. You know what that is? Choice. Exactly, Nina. We all are meant to. Exactly. Thank you. Yes, man. Yes. You know, they're trying to suppress. They're trying to suppress that. What I just, it's crazy. It's crazy. TJ says, "See, it can never defeat God." Yep. So the next best thing for Satan to do is to pervert and twist what he created. Yeah, exactly. The image. So to say that we can't get along or we can't adapt, which human beings are known the best for being able to do is adapt, right? So now you're saying we could adapt to anything else physically, the cold, right? Scientifically, but all of a sudden we got to let transgenders into little boys' room or little girls' rooms because we don't know where to put them. But yet we know where to put boys and we know where to put girls. So if there's a boy and a girl in between that you're trying to make, then it's got to have, like the boy and the girl, its own department. Am I kicking the science or not? This is how you get rid of all of that shit. It's logic. Let me go to Congress and tell these niggas, look, you want this bathroom issues like this. You got a boys, you got a girls, and now you have a transgender, right? What do you call your community? Transgender community? Well, now you got a boys bathroom, girls bathroom, transgender bathroom. That's it. There should be no confusion here. But I see what's going on here since you guys are fucking pedophiles as well because you need the adrenochrome in order to, look younger again. You guys are just trying to do this shit where you want to pervert shit. So you're trying to act like, oh, it's an issue. Where do we put these people? Do we let them go into the same bathroom? No, make their own bathroom. What you talking about? Oh, but that's racist. That has nothing to do with race. We're talking science here. Next, please. Any questions up there from any other senators? Want to ask me anything? Yes. How do you feel about a man dating transgenders? If that's what they do, that's what they do. But you cannot try to pass a law like you're trying to do over here in Boston, where if we don't accept any type of advance from a transgender, you're gonna call that a hate crime or get that. You cannot force us to do this. Suppose a man is married and has children, and transgender finds him attractive, and he turns them down. I'm married or whatever, and I'm not into it. And they go on the report that you're gonna knock on my door and arrest me in front of my wife. My wife will probably kill you because you're trying to take me away from her because I didn't want to be with and you're trying to make this law. Get the fuck out of here. You got it's like we woke up in a twilight zone and it's sickening. This shit sucks. But if you got the logic and you know who the creator is and you know where you belong and like Miss Nina here said, you know who you compliment and what you compliment in life, your departments in life, right? It's like minding your own business, right? You know where you go and you don't ever leave out of your skin. What's up, I'm Phil? Yo, I'm Phil. You had somebody that spelled I'm Phil. He tried to be you and he tried to disrespect you. And I handled him and shit. And I told him why he was trying to be you. Because, we know each other now. You're part of the family. So I took care of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm Phil. He spells it I'm Phil. I'm like you. And then he goes Phell. I got on him like that because he couldn't even spell the man's name correctly. You know what I'm saying? But we got some shit like this, where you know where you fit, who you compliment, that's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. And this shit where women and men can work as a cohesive unit in life, and a woman can do what a man can do, and a man can do what a woman can do. You know why? It's in the field right now. I know a lot of straight men who do hair for women, and I know a lot of women who do construction. You see how that works out? And she's not, she's not any type no lesbian or nothing like that, or no type of butch or anything. No, she's a straight, feminine, gorgeous woman that has her husband and fucking kids, and she works construction. And then I know this very masculine man who has a woman who has children, and he does hair. Not a barber, no, a beautician. Nothing wrong with that. Know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. It is people that are trying to pervert shit and break shit and trying to distort things because that's their agenda. That's really what this is. That's why they do things that they do. Deontay Wilder didn't know how to lose. He was mad. He was sore. So he breaks an agenda. Mark Breland did this, da da da. Then when he knew that other people were following him with other agendas, he pulled those into there, causing more confusion. It's the same thing that's going on here. Once again, the boxing Jedi has did it. He has tied boxing into life. I will be back. I've got to take my nephew to school. I love each and every one of y'all. Have a great day. Go out and conquer. And wash your fingers after you wipe your ass. Otherwise than that, God bless. Stay vigilant. I'll catch y'all later on.